So I have total 4 virtual machines. Windows 7 I have 2 machines. The name is system 1 and system 2. The IP address are 30 and 90. And Windows 10 I have 2 machines. And system 100 and 200, that are 40 and 100. I see there are these two machines does not have SCCM client. So I will trigger the SCCM client on these machines. Let's check in the Windows CCM setup, the old entry. Okay, it's removed. Let me delete it. Because last time maybe it is not passed. Task manager performance. Okay, its uptime is 5 minutes. Okay. CCM setup is removed. Let me delete also CCM. If I want to install SCCM client, I will come to SCCM, right click on the particular client. This client name is system 100. Let me check. So it's a system 100. So what I will do, right click on the client, install client, next, like first one, last one. So primary site, next. Once it's targeted, what happens? It tries to create a new folder on this machine and is getting started installing. Is it clear what I'm saying to you? As part of the client installation, it will try to create a new folder. CCM setup.
Hello,
Yes,
sir. You created this thing in client 200, I think so.
system 200. Sorry. Okay. I right clicked on, yeah, sorry. So the client will be reinstalled on the machine for the second machine. Let me target for the system 100. Right click, install, next. Okay. So once it's targeted, what happens? One new folder will be created. In the SCCM server, we can see there will be a log called ccm.log on the server side, where we have installed SCCM server logs. There you can see ccm.log. If there is any error, we can see it from here. So unable to connect remote machine, system 100. It's already connected. Copying that CCM setup file. If you see in that Windows 10, you will see CCM setup. Then you can see the logs, then CCM setup. So it started getting installed. So we have triggered in 200 also. What happens here also? The installation, the SCCM client will be reinstalled because we have been targeted. If you go to CCM setup and if we check the logs, still when there is a client, but you have targeted one again a client installation, again it will reinstall the client from scratch. So let me do also in the system 2, which is Windows 7, which there is no client. Let me check whether my client push account is added, because I have created one client push account where we can see client push account. Go to administration and hierarchy settings, sorry, site configuration, sites. Here we can see client push installation account. So I have given I have created one account, and this account must be member of all the machines in the organization. Means if you're taking any client work, any PCs, user PC, it has to part of local administrator group of this machine. How you will check? Go to run and type lusr mgr.msc and see whether the client push is there or not. If it is not there, the client won't install if it simply fails with error. Is it clear what I'm saying to you?
Yes.
So let me add it here. Client push. Okay. Apply. Access denied because this user does not have rights to. So run as different user. Login with administrator. Then now I will run again lusrmgr.msc groups. Let me add client push. Let me add also SCCM admin account. Now let me log off and log in. When you're logging off, try to go to run and type log off instead of login back. Now this user will get a full permissions because SCCM admin group is added. The groups, okay, is there. So now simply what we can do from SCCM server, we can go to the devices and we can start installing the client on system 2. There is no system 2 at all. We not install. Right click, install client. Next. For Windows 7, it takes maybe more than 30 minutes. So in meantime, we can discuss. So in the backend, it will see. If the system is online, we can see this green tick mark. If it is offline, we can see like this. So it's just now we started a system 100. It takes some time to install a client. Then it will come as green tick. Is it clear?
Yes.
Sir, what we are doing, sir, today?
So today if you want to deploy a package application, we need some machines. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, yes, sir.
And then the client must be active on those machines.
Yes.
So that's why I have installed client. Then the clients are two machines are active, one with Windows 7, one with Windows 10. These two machines just now we started installing. Within 20 or 25 minutes, the client machines will be getting active. Is it clear?
Okay. These two are which OS, sir? System 100 and System 2.
System 100 and System 200 as Windows 10. System 100 and System 200 Windows 10. System and System 2 are OS Windows 7.
Okay.
Okay. So yesterday we have discussed about logs and each and everything, how the application packaging team will work. Now we'll see what are the advantages of applications. What are the advantages of application? There are 4 advantages like detection method, requirement rules, dependencies, supersedence. So if anybody asks you what is the difference between a package and applications, you can say in application we do not have much advantages. In a package we do not have much advantages. In application we have more advantages, and you can explain this 4. Then what is detection method? It will check whether the application is already installed or not. In package it won't check. For example, if you deploy one application we have created one package and deploy to a machine. First it will download. If it's the software is 1 GB. If you created one package of 2 GB size. So when you're deploying to any machine, some system 1 or system 2, the package model does not check whether if the package is already installed also, again it tries to download. It tries to download, then try to install. Sometimes that already installed, it may fail because it's already installing for second time. If it is an MSI, it will reinstall. but in some cases it will simply fail because if it is already installed. Package do not have a capability to think whether the application is already installed or not. Is it clear?
Package contains applications, sir.
No, no. Package is different. Application is different. If you see in SCCM, go to software library, you can see this is the package. If you created any package here, that is package. If you created here, that is an application model. Is it clear?
Okay.
So whenever you created any package and you deploy, it will download and install. If it is already installed also, it will download. But when you created a same software as an application with the 2 GB, if the application is already installed, it won't download and install. It simply goes to success state. If it is not installed only, it tries to download, then install. Is it clear? How? Using a detection logic. Is it clear what I'm saying to you? It will check whether the application is already installed using a detection logic. Then it tries to install if it is not already installed. Is it clear? Hello.
So the best recommended method is application method.
The best one is application method, but if the software you are unable to try to create an application, then the packaging team will go in. Some cases out of 10, 20, 30 cases, one cases may not possible in application, then they will go for package side. Is it clear?
Okay.
So requirement rules. If you want to deploy a software system greater than RAM 4 GB, you can achieve this in even not in package. Is it clear? If you want to deploy some machines whose RAM is greater than 4 GB, then you can write your own requirement rules in application. Operating system only Windows 7. This is available in package. This is not only to you can write n number of things in applications, but in package you can see only one condition. But in application you can write whatever the condition you required. You can say like if the file and folders exist already on the machine, then only you can install. Is it clear what I'm saying to you? We will do some requirements, then you will let you know. Is it clear about these two requirements?
Yeah.
Okay, means you can write your own conditions like RAM greater than 8 GB. If the registry key must be exist before installing the software, you can write the registry key entry, or on the particular location, on the user machine. So in the C drive, there needs to be a folder called some SAP GUI. For example, you think 7.30. So when you are installing 7.40, you can give a condition that if the 7.30 is exist, then only you install. If not, you won't install. You can write even like this condition. Or in the registry key, the specific registry key must be present before installing. So what happened? So it will check if you targeted any this key must be exist before targeting. So it will check whether this key is exist, then it will start installing. You can write any conditions in the requirement rules like that. Is it clear? Hello.
Yes. Yes.
Dependencies. If you want to install a software A, you are targeting a software A. Before installing that, before installing software A, if you want to install software B, for example, if you take a software A as any application like Mozilla Firefox, then Mozilla Firefox requires a Flash player to view some content in the browser. So first, what happens? Flash player needs to be installed, then Firefox needs to be installed. Then what you need to do? The dependent software, which is software B, you need to add in the dependence tab. So you can add more than one dependent software. So before installing the main software, sub softwares will be installed, then the main software will be installed. Is it clear what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
So in package also you have only limit to one. You cannot give more than one. So in the application model, you can give more than one, 2, 3. You can give any number of application as a dependent softwares. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So precedence is not there in package. So if you want to upgrade your application from the old version to the new version, the old version must be uninstalled and upgrade with the new version. Then you will, means what? You are installing some Google Chrome software. Currently in production, you have some 45. So when you're creating new application, Chrome 65, in the 65 supersedent tab, you need to add Chrome 45. Then when you're deploying this 65 to the machine, the old software which is present in the 45, which is present in the user machine, will be first removed because you have added this in supersedence. It will remove and it will update with the latest version 65. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So in this way, supersedence, to remove the older version of application, you can use the supersedence tab. Is it clear about this 4 or any doubts? So we do a practical of this, so you will get to know in the more information about this 4. Do any other doubts?
Mainly all the companies will go with the application model, right?
Mainly 80 to 90% they will go with application model.
Okay.
Depends if the packaging doesn't know, like they first depends upon the packaging team. If they're habituated to create a package, they will create. But in the package also, you cannot write directly detection, but in the script itself, they will try to detect whether it's there or not. But in application, they are giving directly a feature. But
Okay.
package, in the batch script, they has to write. They has to check some registries. It takes some more time to get detected. The packaging team can write own scripts again to whether they're detected or not. But in application, they're directly giving a detection logic. Is
Yeah.
it clear?
Yeah.
And sir,
Yes.
superseded means
Yes.
supersedency is like what
Uninstalling
Harisar
the
thought.
old software which is present on your machines.
Okay, what Harisar taught us means like now Chrome 4.0 is there.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
now Chrome 4.5 came. Now Chrome 4.6 came.
Okay. Okay.
Now we are installing means like from 4 to directly it will jump to 6. Like 4.5, 4 Chrome 45 you written, right, sir?
Yes. Core 45 or 65. Anything. Take a
No,
version.
no, no. Let us imagine for Chrome 45 only.
Okay.
Later on Chrome 55 came.
Okay.
Later on Chrome 65 came.
Okay.
Okay. In
Okay.
client machine Chrome 45 is there.
Yes.
Imagine. Now directly Chrome 65 will install. Superseded means like that he said. Like it will jump to latest
No, no.
version only.
So you need to
So you have
on the higher version, you need to add the lower version.
uh,
So we'll discuss the same topic once we have completed the practical.
done, sir.
Okay. Any other doubts
No, sir.
regarding this 4? Okay.
No.
And interview, they may ask you this question, and also they will ask you how many detection methods are there, logics you can implement. There are 3 types, and we will see what are there. There are 3 types will be there. We will see, and they will
Okay.
ask you global conditions. So requirement rules by default only you can put RAM, OS, but if you want to write own registries, then you need to create a global condition. Is it clear what I'm saying to you?
Okay, done.
Okay. So if you see, package contains many programs. One package contains many programs. Like you create one source and create a package, then you can give a lot of conditions. Application contains deployment types, many deployment types. We'll see what is this and all. Okay. Package is nothing but a source location you are providing. What? Software source location. So if you want to create a package, go to SCCM. Let me close all the things. Let me open a console. Let me go to software library, expand application management, select packages. Try to create a folder structure when you're creating. Okay. So test or do some software distribution, because it's very handy when you are organizing a data. So let's create one package. So you can create a package in right click, create a package. Give the package name. Package name to restart a machine. It's a simple command. Am I right? So to restart a machine, restart package. Something you. So it does not require any content. Let me click on next. So there is, you can create a program or you do not create a program. There are two types, standard program or do not. So I will create one standard program next. So give restart. What is the command for restart? SHUT
Hyphen
DOWN
R.
minus R for restart. So you're giving condition only whether user logged on, means whenever user is logged on, then only this package will apply. I will give whether or not user logged on, then hit next. See here there is a condition, you can deploy only for Windows 7 64-bit. If I tick only, it will apply for Windows 7, it won't apply for Windows 10. Is it clear?
Yeah.
So then I will, what will do, estimated disk space 10 MB, general information, maximum allotted time 120 minutes. Next, default time, that one. Next, finish. So if the package we do not given source, then there is no point of distributing the content. You, okay, if you are not selecting source, there is no point out, no need of distributing. So one package is created. So do not ever create this package in the production. Okay, if somebody wrongly deployed to all systems, all the machines will be rebooted and you immediately will be fired from the company. Means you will be removed from the company. Is it clear what I'm saying to you?
Yes, sir.
This is only for the lab purpose, only for the testing. Okay, to check the package is coming and executing on the machine. But do not ever, if there is a restart program, do not touch to deploy to any of the test machines even. Is it clear? This is only for the test purpose. You can create a application deployment like Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, anything. To understand how you create a package, I'm simply basically telling how to create a package using this one. Or you can use a different command. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Not ever use a shutdown command to create a package. Even in your test lab, you do try to create a different one. So now what I need to do, let me create a collection. So let me create one subfolder. Under that, let me create some test folder, like pilot. Under that, I will create one collection name, some restart, limiting to all systems. Next, next, next. So I will add two machines from here. If you want to add any machines to collection, what you need to do, right click, add resource, then type the system name, system 1 I have client, system 200 I have client. So if you want to add some machines, put comma and add the machines and search. Let add system 1 and system 200. Add. Okay. Refresh. So the machines will be getting added in 1 or 2 minutes to this collection. Let's refresh and check. Then come to this package which you created. Right click, deploy, browse. It's very important. Do not ever choose the all systems. If you deploy, what happens? All systems contained in the organization 30,000 plus machines. Then the machines will be restarting. Or any softwares also you deploy, Google Chrome or that particular software requires a restart. What happens? The software will be installed even on all workstations and servers and it may get rebooted if the particular package requires a reboot. Is it clear?
Yeah.
This is very big blunder. when you're deploying any software, very keep in mind, then you need to see the collection and the count of machines and then deploy. Do not target the machines more than 10,000 or 20,000 machines. Simply, lot of mistakes happen. Even 10 years experience guy, 12 years experience guy will do these mistakes due to maybe he is working in night shift, he do not have a lack of sleep before day. Due to overconfidence, he may deploy. Some n number of reasons. Even I see lot of companies in 8 plus 12 plus years of experience guys also deployed to a wrong collections. Is it clear? If you're concentrating for 10 minutes or 1 minute before deploying, you do not do any mistakes.
Yes.
After deploying, it will get a lot of escalations. If it is very small software, Google Chrome or small software, escalation will come. There is no impact to you. If it is a licensed software, then it will be a big escalation. If a software is required, software is installed, then all machines are rebooted automatically due to that software.
Very big exercise.
Then you are gone. So when you're targeting, if you doesn't know what to do not deploy. Nobody will ask you. If customer asks you to deploy today at 1 p.m., if you doesn't know, leave it. Come next day, ask your colleague and deploy. If you doesn't know what is the collection you want to deploy, it doesn't impact anything. A customer sends small email. Why you not send email? You can give justification something. But if you doesn't know what is the collection, you targeted a different collection which has like very critical machines and it impacts the business. Simply only one log. If you doesn't know, don't deploy. Ask your colleague and deploy. Is it clear? And also once you are deploying, see the collection name, see the member count, how many machines are there part of this. Then you click on OK and hit next. Hit next. There is two types of things will be there, available and required. Available means it will be available in software center. Means when you are opening any machine, when you install a client, you can see, you can search for software center. This is the interface where the software you can see and it will download and install. But the package model, when you're deploying, let me put available. Okay, hit next. Start time. I kept as available because available means it forcefully not do anything. It will be available in my software center. If user want to install manually at any time, it will get triggered. Is it clear?
Yeah.
So what I will do, available, next, start time, next. What is the start time? 8:43. Okay, next. Default settings, hit next. Download the content locally, run locally. Hit next. So you can see the final option here. What is the package you're creating? Package you're targeting? What is the collection you're targeting? You need to cross check whether you're targeting a right collection. Take a screenshot of this before deploying. See how many count is there. How you're deploying, available or required. If you deploy software as available to all machines, it doesn't impact anything because it forcefully won't install. But if you deploy as a required mode, within next 30 to 60 minutes, it forcefully installs the application on the all the machines which are part of the collection. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Next.
Time.
So time, that is fine because that is an US time on these machines which is getting followed. That will be fine. The application deployment is created. Okay. So available is there. So how you can see, go to the deployments and see program name, collection name, purpose available, the time. So in this machine, if you want to get the software, so it takes 60 minutes to get the policy. Is it clear how much time? By default time, there will be a 60 minutes to get the policy. Is it clear what I'm saying
Yes.
to you?
Yes.
So if you want to immediately trigger manually, what? If you want to immediately get this software, then you need to go to control panel, start, control panel, Go to the configuration manager and go to actions. Then you need to initiate machine policy retrieval cycle. What this cycle will do, then it will contact. So once you init this machine policy, this is a client. By default, it will check 60 minutes and get the policies. Once you initiate the policy, then it will contact management point first, and management point will contact internally in the same server. If you have all the servers, then management point will contact site server. Site server means SCCM server. Site server will check the information which is in the database. Site server internally check the, I'm telling you what internally is going on. It checks in the database server. Okay, this machine has a new policy. Then it will again this given information to management point. Management point pass the same information to the client. This all things will be noted down, tracked down in your logs, which I said to you. So these are the logs which we can see. Location service.log to all the logs. When you're receiving the policy, you can see it in policy agent.log. So when you, is it clear what I'm saying to you? What is the backend things which is involved? These are all involved in the SCCM server. Is the internal logic what it's working? Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. So if I initiate machine policy, before initiating machine policy, let me open the logs. Where you'll see the client logs, you can go to run and type even CCM2 open. See Windows CCM. The main logs will be see Windows CCM logs. It's very, very important question. They may ask you interview. What are the client logs? Which location do you see? You need to see in see Windows CCM logs. First log we will see. For any troubleshooting in SCCM, you will see location service.log. Here you will see which management point it's getting contacted and which distribution point it's connecting to. Then the next log you will see policy agent.log. Once you initiated the policy, then last policy received at 842. You can compare it by checking the package name. Package ID is PRI 0006. And you have here right click deployment ID is PRI 20001. If you see any entries related to that PRI 0006 and the 2001, then the policy has arrived to this machine. Still there is no policy, or you can simply find PRI, sorry, how much? PRI 00000406. Not there. Still the, or you can check up down and check no policy not at came. So what I will do, I will manually initiate the policy and I will monitor this log. Policy agent, then policy evaluator. Policy evaluator is nothing is there. So let me put aside this log. Check the timestamp is 842. Now 849. So when you trigger this, now this machine will contact the server at 49. It's getting contacted. See 49. This one. So what it's saying, requesting machine policies for the site code primary. Then if you scroll it down, there are some policies as it's checking. Then you can see initiating compiling a policy. The compiling policy for the deployment ID PRI 20001 and the package ID PRI 406 compiled. Raising an instance, initiating a download of policy locally onto this PC. Then what happened? Policy downloaded succeeded, means the policy came to the machine. Then you need to look into policy evaluator.log. What at 49, if you see the entries at from the 40, 50, it says updating the policies, applying the policies. Once it's applied, if you open your software center, you see one application is there. If you refresh, is the package program came to this PC?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it won't install forcefully. It even you check after 1 year, it will be in the same mode. It won't install automatically. You need to manually go and start installing if you want to install this particular package. Is it clear?
Yeah.
But when you deploy as required, you cannot see in software center because as it's a legacy application, it directly install and only you can monitor via logs. Nothing you can do it. Nothing you can see in the console for the package if you deployed as a required mode. Is it clear? Hello.
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, you just clarify me that when we'll use required and when we'll use available.
See, depends. If the customer requesting to install at that particular deadline, the customer will give you whether you need to. Generally, they will give you deployment mostly in required mode because if it is critical software, even in the request which you get, it will be a required mode. Is it clear? They will specify the collection also for to deploy as an available mode for all users. User-based deployment generally they will do available. Or initially you can ask your colleagues what time of deployments you do. Do we do any available? Mostly at 80 to 90%, mostly you do only required mode. Is it clear?
Okay.
Available
Okay.
mode you will do if the application needs to be available for the later purposes. So if you're deploying some 10,000 users as available, if user wants that application, they can install. But particular one department they want to install, you can target as a required mode. That things will be done given to you by in a request to you as it is needs to be deployed, or you can simply ask to the requester, which is you can send one email. Could you please clarify whether you need to deploy as a required mode or mandatory mode? Or you can check with your colleagues what are the deployments which you are targeting, what is the process which you are following for the current client.
Okay.
This is the basic information you need to ask when you join any company. What is the process? Is there any process document for any such kind of deployments? There is some SOPs for everything. You can go through it. Then in this screenshot, they will mention what to do and what needs to be followed. Is it clear?
Yeah.
So this is an available. You cannot see anything in exec.mgr.log because there is only few entries will be there. See at 40, 50, only policy arrived for a parent package ID for a program is restart. But whenever you triggering, then only it will start installing. Without that, it won't start any install. Is it clear? You can see only the package ID. You can compare only with the package ID, what is the package and everything. So is it clear what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
So let me create. So if you want to change the right click properties, if you want to do some modifications, you can do it at any time, the program. So let me create one more, create a package. So ping. So there is also no need of creating source. Next. Okay. Next. Give ping test 127.0.0.1. So generally, if you want to see some companies, what they will do 6 months once they will do some beta testing. If you have 30,000 clients, you want to know how many machines are actively working. Am I right or wrong? Hello.
Yes. Yes.
Sometimes they have some packaging team will create only test MSI. So it won't do anything. Generally, it executes and gives a written code. Even they will deploy some. Or if you are taking any new project, what if you are taking any new project to any client, some there is one company called ABC. Some Wipro got an client. Some Wipro what got? They got an ABC client. Wipro. So whenever before the ABC is supported by some TCS company, it has some 30,000 machines. So when your Wipro is taking They will analyze first how many machines are active currently. Then they will try to initially they try to deploy to check validate. They will give a dummy deployment, means either they can ping test or there is some test MSIs which are available with packaging team. They will try to create one package and they will try to deploy. When you're deploying, you come to know how many are success out of 30,000 machines. Then the machines which are in inactive, we need to ask TCS to get at least 95%. What? In the 30,000 machines, at least 95% must be client must be active before takeover. Am I right? If the only 50% of machines are getting success, what happens? You need to rework on all machines to reinstall the client. Is it clear what I'm saying to you?
Yes.
Then
Yeah.
the extra effort to be charged to the client to getting reinstalled, because that is not our mistake. Who are already giving the transition, they has to give at least 90%, because if there is no client active, you cannot deploy software, you cannot deploy patching, nothing you can do. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
Yes.
So from scratch onwards, we need to
Some
perform.
scratch onwards we need to focus. We need to highlight to the client, because TCS going out, Wipro is coming in, customer will expert. You need to achieve 90%. Maybe not one, you need to raise some concerns. We have some issues identified in your existing server. It takes our to fulfill at least 6 months to make it stabilize. Not only the client, there are some other settings will be there. So you need to highlight to this client, there is no client active, there is currently only 50% active. So you do not achieve 100% within 6 months. We will need to do some troubleshooting steps within 6 months. Then we will maintain the compliance percent of 90. Then we will give a particular SLA to meet your requirements. Or if they're giving 95%, then we can achieve that. If they're not giving, we won't give you 100% assurance. First, we need some analysis of your environment, because they will give full access only when they are moving out within like last 10 days or 1 month. They will give only read access to the initial 2 months. With this, you can check. You cannot deploy any application at that time. You can see how many machines are active, inactive in the console. That's it. Other than that, you cannot do anything. So to test something in 6 months, or you can create one dummy program. Then what you do? You try to deploy. So I have created one package, right click. I will deploy to the same collection. Right click, deploy, browse, software distribution, pilot, select. So because it's a restart, so only entries will be changing, or you can create a new color. So as it's a test, I will deploy to the same collection. Right click, next, next, required, next, start time, new assignment. So for required, it's asking when you want to target, as soon as possible after the available time. Next. If the application is failed, so it'll retry after some time. Next. Default options, next. Again, download from the content, run locally. Next. So two machines. So you do not worry about the name of the collection, because we in a test I am deploying to the same. So total count is 2. Next. Close. Again, if you want to do immediately, what you need to do? You need to go
Save
to
run.
policies, where
And
it will be there. Go to control panel, go to start control panel, go to configuration manager, then you go to actions and initiate machine policy. You can simply see only, you cannot see anything in software center because it's a required program. You can see only in location service.log. There is no content, you cannot see it. If there is content downloading, then it will point to the right DP in location service.log. Then if you open the policy agent, you can see the what is the package ID is 7. The 7 you can see it in, okay, PRI 6 is there. 7 still not came because just we created, it takes some time. Let's trigger one more time action. So if you see, again it's targeting PRI 0007 package initiated, location service dot log, see policy evaluator dot log. You can see PRI 0007 is applied on this machine, but you cannot see it in software center as it is a required. Then the main important log for the package is execmgr.log. Here you can see the information what is going on. Let me open execmgr.log, and if you see the package ID is creating a mandatory advertisement. So it's requesting. Then exit code 0 means the ping completed. What the ping will do in this machine, it will open one command prompt ping 127.0.0.1. There will getting 4 pings. If 4 pings are completed, the program is completed. That's it. Then exit code 0 came because that command line which you given ping.exe 127.0.0.1 and success code is what?
0.
0. What is success? How you will know 0 is success? You can go to tools, error lookup, click 0, then hit lookup. So whenever you want to check whether the machines are working, instead of a restart or do any other program, you can type ping this command to check whether the machines are getting received that program or not. So there will be no impact for creating this ping command. So then once successfully package is done, then you can go to the monitoring tab, then go to the deployments. Then you can see in some time in the ping status, the machines will be in the success state. We have deployed restart command for the 2 machines. Am I right? So let's see. Unavailable, but we not targeted. So it won't do any. Until unless you manually start, it won't do anything. Let me check ping status. You check after, you need to run summarization because once the data is updated to the database via management point, so you can see the information here. See, one ping status is success. Means you can see also in view status what is the machines went success. System 1 is success. The program completed with success. Is it clear? Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now what we'll do, we'll create a package with source. Means we have software called source which is available in Google Chrome which we have created yesterday. That's so how we'll create a package with that particular source. SCCM software. Let me copy 7-zip and Chrome. So before copying to locally, what you need to do, you need to create one share folder. Anywhere what you do, create a package, some source, what you do, anything folder you create, paste the particular softwares. Let me create a folder name called software distribution or softwares. Then I will move the softwares to the particular location because in the same source we need to do patching, we need to do OSD. So only one share will be created. Under that we'll create softwares patching. Then under that we'll create a subfolders name. Is it clear? Some companies will also follow the first vendor name. Then under that they will create the sub applications name. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So let's go to the properties of that. How you will share? Go to sharing, advanced sharing, share, put dollar because if somebody is seeing remotely a software, they can delete the software. Am I right or wrong? So give now this give the full permission to everyone, then apply OK. Or you give only the permission to the SCCM admin. So SCCM admin can only access. So now I will take this source path from network share / SCCM 1802. Sorry. SCCM. The name is SCCM. So I cannot see. So I will do what do? So your sources dollar. Enter. Source dollar, I guess. Source. Not sources, source. Hello. Softwares. Chrome. Now I need to take the network path. What I need to take? I need to take network path. Come to the SCCM. Come to the software library. Now I'll try to create a package. Then Chrome 60 version I can give here 65.0.0. Some one English. If you want to write some description, vendor, Google, then you need to browse for the source. Click here. For the package, if it is in the local path also, you can give local path, C drive. Best recommended way is to give the network path and copy the network path from the which you have taken. Is it clear? Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
So click on OK. Next. Create a standard program. Next. Browse the program. You can see only executable. Down arrow, all files. Select your install and type here as install. Okay. Whether or not user logged on. Next. Next. Here there is a, we'll discuss about this one later. Next. We can see application name, version, everything. We have created only still the application is created. If you given a package, for that package you need to distribute to the distribution point. What is DP? The content will be stored in the distribution point. So there is no content in the any of the DP. So you need to right click. If you are creating without program, you cannot highlight a distributing content. When you are creating with a source, then you get an option to distribute the content. Distribute the content. Next, add your particular distribution point. If you have 100, depends upon select all the distribution points. Click OK. Hit next. Hit next. Wait until it moves to the success state. Okay. You created a package. You create one package for one program for install. You can create one more program for uninstall also. What you do, right click on the particular package, create a program. Next, put uninstall, browse, select all files, select uninstall, whether or not user logged on. Next, next, next. So for any package or application, they will create a two. For package, they will create two programs, one for install and one for uninstall. Why? Because whenever you're deploying in a test, you deploy to 100 machines. If there is any issue, what you need to do?
To uninstall.
Uninstall. So at the time of the packaging team, they has to create two programs, one for install and one for uninstall. Is it clear? So if you right click and click on deploy, you're targeting to deploy. But again, when you're deploying, you need to choose which program you need to install, or simply do not try to right click and deploy from here. You will get confused. Select the program which you want to deploy, then right click deploy. Is it clear what I'm saying to you? If you right click and deploy, then you will get options. If there are multiple programs like 4 and 5, you may select the wrong option. So do not do it from here. Come to the particular package and go to the programs. Whichever program you want to deploy, right click and deploy. Before that, what I will do, go to collections. Then let me create one more folder under. I will create a folder name called Google, as it's a vendor. Then I will create a subfolder. Google related things I will create under all. So I will create Chrome 65.0.0.1 hyphen install. So this is for to install. Browse, limit to all systems. Next. Okay. So let me create one more collection for uninstall. Chrome 65.0.0.1 hyphen uninstall.
So previously you have written 0 only, not 1.
Which one?
For install
That
you
is
have
fine. Okay, we'll change it. Or we'll give 0. Okay. So all systems. Next. Next. Okay, fine. So what you need to do? So now 2 collections created. Let me add one machine like system 1. Let add 100 also. System 1. So I want to deploy, go to software library, come to the Chrome, come to the program, right click on the particular program, deploy, browse, choose your particular collection. Okay, one machine is added. Okay, next, next, required, next, start time, new as soon as available time. Okay, hit next, default options next. You can download this program and do it content. Next, next. So you deploy one package to one particular machine. So if you want to immediately, if you want to see again the same options, okay, machine policy initiate. Then if you go to CCM catch, see Windows CCM catch, is there any folder is there here?
no.
No. So what it will do, location services, you can see the policy, policy agent, the policies will receive. Cache.log will see before installing that particular software, the software has to be downloaded locally on this machine. Then that you can see in C Windows CCM Catchy. Content transfer manager and data transfer manager. You can see what are the files being downloaded. Then you can see execution manager. Now we'll check one log. So if you open SCCM, see the package ID is PRI 408. You can compare the same thing. Okay, location service.log. Let me initiate machine policy. See, is the distribution point information came in this location service.log? Package ID is PRI 0008. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
Yes.
In the backend, there is a folder is created.
Yeah.
One folder is created.
Yeah, we'll see one log. Once software is installed, what shortcut will come on the desktop?
Chrome.
Chrome. So location service.log, the machine is pointing to write DP for downloading. The next log you will see policy agent.log. Policy agent.log, PRI 0008 policy downloaded on this machine. In policy evaluator.log, what it say? It will apply the policy on the particular machine. So it's applied. So as it's a package, you cannot see it in here anything, but the backend, if you see cache.log, what is the cache.log will tell you where the content is being downloaded. So if you see the package ID is PRI 0008 and it's downloading to which folder? CCM cache
CC.
One folder.
1. If you go to your local location CCM cache 1, is the files are downloaded to your local machine?
Yeah.
So it's downloaded. Next, what log you need to see? That content transfer manager and data transfer services. If you open these logs on the particular machine, on the client side log, content transfer manager, you can see only the start time. Once, okay, download is start initiating. What is the last time stamp? 9:13. You can identify by checking the 9 starting. It's creating one job download request. So waiting for download. What is the package ID? PRI 0008. And then it's downloaded. So you can see what is the start and stop completed command in the content transfer manager. When you opening a data transfer service.log, you can see at what time 9:13. At 9:13, if you started, it's pointing out to management point to get the policies. Then if you go download is downloading a data, you can see also where it is getting downloaded, CCM cache 1, and what are the files are being downloaded. Google Chrome.msi, install.bat, uninstall.bat. Even you can see the file information in the data transfer service.log. And then finally, download is completed, successfully done. Total time taken to download it 8 seconds. Is it clear? Then next log you need to see is execmgr.log. Here you will see 9:13 come to 9:14, some around that time. Okay. Then you see 9:13 request content for the package ID PRI0008. Okay, programs arrived. Waiting for the download option. Some backend information successfully raises software. So it's getting downloaded. Once it's downloaded, what happens? It finds for a command line. So if you see here, somewhere you will see the command line option which is getting triggered. Go down the package ID 8 and the CCM cache location it's using as CCM cache 1. Then the command line is triggering as install.bat from CCM cache. Then you will get exit code. If there are any issues, you will get the exit code as failure 1603, any other error. Okay. Then here. So it's success. Then if you see the success, same thing in 0 as success. This information will be updated to SCCM server. So after some time, if you go to the monitoring and go to the deployments and go to the Chrome and refresh, run summarization. If you deploy to 10 machines, then you can see that 10 machines got success state. Is it clear? Chrome is success. For example, if there is some issues on this machine, if you want to uninstall software, first you need to remove the machine from install and you need to add into uninstall. Am I right or wrong? If you put both, what happens? 60 minutes is try to install, again 60 minutes, 60 after 60 months, once policy there, we try to uninstall. It will be in the loop if the machine is part of the same collection. Is it clear?
Yeah.
So for that, what they will do in the collections, we do a exclude collection concept. So in the uninstallation properties, then they will put members, put exclude collection. They will select the your collection name called install collection. They will select. Then click OK. What happens if you added a exclude to the uninstall collection in future? If you added some like I will add some all machines. Let's try one more machine. Search. Let me add like system 2, some system 100. So I added. So if you added some 10 machines, 20 machines, some of the user does not want that particular software. What you'll do? You add in uninstall. Am I right?
Yeah.
Then you right click, add resource. Then you add system 1. Search system 1 only. Okay. I add only system 1 into the uninstallation collection. Refresh. Once the machine is added here, as you put an exclude, the machine will be removed from the install collection. Is it clear what I'm saying to you? Because it's very hard to remove it manually and adding these here in uninstall collection. Am I right or wrong? One machine it is okay, you will remove. What if you have 100 machines to uninstall and you want to remove it from? If you forget to remove from install, what happens? Again it tries to install. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
As
Yes.
it's a mandatory deployment.
Sir, in case 100 missions is there means excluding 100 missions also difficult, no sir, to remember computer name.
So you will get the list of computer names. You need to right click add into uninstallation collection. So automatically it will exclude from the install collection.
List of names it will give, no sir.
So the user may raise a request to uninstall. The client will give you the list of machines to uninstall.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
So if you to avoid some issues, so you will do like this. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. If the collection is not updating, you do right click and update membership, and you can search out, check after some time. Okay. Is it clear about a package and what is the logs and what you can see?
Yeah.
Is this logs are clear?
Yes.
Okay. So the same way we can create an application model. Let's take, give me a minute. Still not updated.